I'll show you how to go to a new screen in Android using the navigation graph. So if you see it right here, I'll leave I'll give you links to the docs right here with the code. So anyways, we'll go to start a new Android project. We'll just choose an empty activity, and we'll just do my new page. And make sure you save the location in a good place. Make sure it doesn't override anything. I'm going to use Kotlin as the language, and API 19 for Android. Alright, so click finish. Alright, so this is your activity. So we'll just run the app real quick just so you can see what it has. So this is the layout of the activity, or the UI. So it has hello world. It's using constraint layout with the text view. And it's hard to code it, but really you should put your strings here. But I'll show you. So this is what it looks like. So we'll create, we'll go to right click on RES, which is resources, and go to new Android resource directory. And then go to resource type and click navigation. Click OK. Then right click on that navigation directory you just created and go right click new, the navigation resource file. And we'll just name it, I don't know. We'll just say it's a quiz app. So quiz graph, I guess. Make sure you don't use the uppercase letters. I don't believe it lets you. So it's just asking you if it wants you to add, they want to add dependencies for you, which is basically libraries. Basically, we need them for navigation graph. So we'll just click OK. And if you accidentally press no, you can always go to Gradle Scripts, which make sure you're in Android. And go to Gradle Scripts, and it's the module app Gradle. Alright, and then this is the two things they added right here. So let's say if you didn't, you can go to my code, I'll leave a link, but let's say you didn't add it, so you would, let me undo it. So then you would paste it, and then after you paste it, it would show this up here. Anytime you make a change, it'll show up here. I'll just undo it since I already have it. Or so let's go to the graph, which is navigation graph. So we'll create fragments. So basically, the activity is sort of like a container for your fragments, which is actually what the graph basically is. But your activity is going to contain your navigation graph. So anyways, we'll do create new destination. We'll just say quiz fragment. And I'll leave these checks because it builds a lot of stuff for you. So, alright. So it created this quiz fragment Kotlin file for you. So it's just the basic quiz fragment, which I don't even see. Okay, it must, acts like it can't find it, but I mean, it's probably not anything. Sometimes it just throws false errors. But this is the actual layout file for the quiz that it created for you. So you'll see it has just the text, and it actually created with strings for you the way it's supposed to. Which you could change it in here if you want to. So anyways, now we'll create another quiz or another fragment. We'll call it, click this plus button, create new destination. We'll call like quiz, let's say quiz done fragment. It does the same thing, creates a Kotlin file and a quiz, a layout file. So I don't think this is anything. Yeah, just need, when it builds, it should find it. So anyways, we'll go back to the activity layout file right here, and we're just going to change it. So click this right here, which is the XML. So you can actually change the XML, but we're just going to get this code right here, which I'll leave you a link to, or I might just leave a file. I'll leave a link to all this code as well. So but you'll just paste that here. Instead of nav graph right here, you'll change that to quiz graph. So that's referencing our quiz graph, right? So now it should run the, wait, let's make sure. So quiz fragment is the first one it will run. You see it's the home one. You could change them. But we'll also just draw a line to the quiz done fragment, which we don't really need really in this video at all, but I'll show you. We'll just run it and see what it does. Alright, so now you see the blank fragment, which you can't tell because they both have the same thing, but we're going to go back to the fragment quiz layout. We're just going to drag a button. And see how it's a button, ID of button? We'll just change it real quick to button 1. And it's a frame layout stack thing, so we're going to change that. Let's change it to a linear layout, which to get here, you click on this. So I was on, this is like the UI view. This is the XML view. So we'll just type linear layout. And it does that at the bottom for you too. You need one more thing. That's why it has an error. Start typing orientation, press enter, and we're going to choose vertical. So it stacks on top of each other. So he's giving those errors, but just don't worry about them. It might not give errors on yours, it might, but so we'll go back and look at it, and you'll see that you don't see the button because this text view has layout height of match parent. We'll just do wrap content, and now you'll see the button. And we'll just go ahead and make the width of this button match parent so it stretches. All right, and then we'll also want to write some code to make this button, when you click this button, go to the new page. So go to quiz fragment, and right above on create view, just do on view created. Just start typing on view created, it'll show up. Just press enter. Then right here, you just start typing the ID of the button you want to use. Any element you want to use, you just start typing it. So button 1 dot set on click listener. Always use the ones with the curly brackets. Gives you a view. See, it has it right there. With the they have it as IT, so you can just do IT dot find nav controller, and then dot navigate, and we'll do the r dot ID. It needs an ID, so RD of quiz done fragment. And then so that makes, when you click on it now, it will go to the next page. Alright, so you just click the button, then it'll go to the next page. You can tell it's the next page even though it has the same words. We should have changed it, but because it doesn't have the button on it. So we'll go ahead and, you can go ahead and change the text if you want. But yeah, that's it. That's how you go to a new page.